everybody, you're watching Cole the Corn Star. Buenos dias, dobre ronak, good morning. Welcome to the farm where we have some beautiful weather today. It is 35 degrees out. It is kind of lightly misting and we have 10-mile-per-hour winds. For today's adventure, it's too wet for us to do anything out in the field and there's really not a whole lot going on the farm right now at the end of November. So Roman and I are going to be working in the underground movie theater on the side of the house, and we are going to try to get 500 pieces of this big rebar, exactly like what we have laying on the ground, lifted up inside of here. We need to get things laid down, and then we're going to set it straight up, and we're going to see if we can get it tied to these pieces that are sticking out of our footings.
Well, here's our journey begins, where we're gonna start working on our rebar. I can call it a wall because the amount of rebar it's gonna get is almost going to be like a cage that only small animal can escape, because we're gonna have rebar cell 12 by 12 inches, so it's gonna be a huge cage, and a lot of work too. And the problem with me is why I'm procrastinating, because I've never done this. I don't know where to start. I guess I gave it a thought a little bit, what should go next and what we should avoid, but it's just one of those things when you need to just start and do in order to gain some momentum and experience and realize what's actually going on. So well, we just have to get going. And another thing, almost like never before, I got a text from a friend of mine, Devin. Shout out to you, Devin, if you're watching. So he's the owner of a big construction company, in charge of 10 to 15 guys that he has throughout several projects that he has going on at all times throughout the United States. And he texted me this morning, hey, when you're on your way, give me a call. And I'm like, that's very unlike Devin, because the mornings are the most busy times for him, when he has the phone calls non-stop. He needs to guide his guys and all these projects, so mornings are very busy, and I never talk to him because I know how busy he is. But he texts me and says, give me a call on the way to work, so which I did. And then after several attempts, finally we got connected, and he's like, I'm worried about you guys. You just don't realize how much work and effort these forms are. And then on top of that, we need to do the rebar too. So that's how our morning started, with his caution and warning, and basically concern for us that we would be successful in such a big project, which we don't have any options just to tackle. But he was recommending to have at least 5 guys for this kind of job. So we'll see what we can do with that. But by the time forms come, we still need to do this rebar. I'm just giving you an update what happened this morning. Are you procrastinating too?
No, I'm just cold.
Well, that's easily fixable. You grab that chunk, you bring it here, you grab another one, and by the time you do it 10 times, you'll be hot.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that's easy. You can just go get in the skid loader and turn on the heat.
No. Physical labor, baby.
We gotta take a moment here to celebrate. Woo-hoo! First one up. 499 to go. We're about done, Roman.
So close.
Yep. Roman and I are about 20 sticks in. This is so much taller than what you could even imagine. The camera doesn't even do it justice. But now we are getting to the point where we're starting to have to walk a really long way to bring them down. So what we're gonna do is get the skid loader. We're gonna bring them right to the edge of this little dirt cliff, and then we're gonna start dumping them so then we can have them further way down. Then we're not spending so much time just walking back and forth. Woo! Buenos dias, skid loader. See how many at a time we can pick up. Oh, let's try that. You think you'd be able to just scoop and pick them all up, but they kind of all twist together, which is kind of annoying. See what I mean? How they get all twisted together and locked, and yeah. Whew, it's about getting to that time where we're starting to get hungry, so I'm gonna call into the grocery store. Today is Friday, so if they're grilling, we might just get some food off the grill and get our ice cream and spoil ourselves a little bit. Are you guys grilling today?
Yes, we are.
Yes, they're grilling.
I'm extremely pleased to see how quick that rebar went up, but it's no reason to celebrate because we still have a lot to go.
Roman, they're grilling today. What do you want?
I'll probably take 2 cheeseburgers, not burnt.
Just 2?
Yeah. Ready to get the telehandler?
Yes, I am. Whew, I got cross-eyed there for a second. Now, I knew the walls in the underground movie theater were going to be tall, but now that we can actually visualize them, holy cow. The light bulbs are going to be so far up there, and the actual ceiling is going to be 6 inches higher than what the top of the wall is right here. That's gonna be a wall. Oh.
Hi, Possum.
He's just playing right now.
Hey, stop playing.
Roman, if you yell, it gives you 10% more power. No. Oh, there you go. See? We're trying right now to use the telehandler to lift a bundle of rebar down into the underground movie theater. That way we don't have to bring them in individually for all the interior walls. So right now we made up a chain concoction around a bundle of rebar, and then we got our nice long chain and our telehandler boom all the way up in the air. So I'm gonna try to see if I can stick my boom out over the underground movie theater and gently set this in there.
So we made it on another side, but the dilemma we have is we're a little bit too heavy, so we're very cautious on watching that wheel before it starts to lift. So for the next time, we actually can have the skid loader pushing on the back of the telehandler to prevent us from raising the back of it up. And I'm happy we're this far. Down. Yep. Back to the experience thing. You see, it took us about good 40 minutes to find the chains, get the tally out, figure out how we're gonna do it, and all that stuff. When if we did it every single day, it would be nothing for us. So unfortunately it took that long, but next bundles will go much smoother, much faster, and we can have all our rebar inside and start tying it like crazy.
Oh, what is the temperature today? Oh, it's still low.
It didn't warm up a bit, huh? But the good news, I found the heaters. They are Menards in stock. It's only $50, which I think decent. Once we have a infrared heater, we'll wrap this thing in plastic. It will be so warm here. We can
get chickens.
Yeah, and plants. We'll have plants here too. Herbs, salads and stuff.
Apparently we need to do push-ups to warm up. It's working!
20 more push-ups.
I feel better. I don't want to be sweaty before I eat.
Now you're complaining about sweaty.
All right, let's go in the heat now. Well, is it burnt?
It has black stripes, but at least it's not falling apart like charcoal.
Yeah, mine got a little cooked.
It is what it is.
That's why they make tomatoes, onions, and mustard for it. We made it through the main course of our hamburgers inside of the house that has no heat, and then I ended up checking out because my feet got cold. So now, Roman and I are eating our ice cream here in the shop kitchen. Is that what we're gonna call it? Roman and I are now done with lunch. I have an ice cube after eating my ice cream. I'm glad we did it in the heat, but I'm still cold, so we're gonna warm up by getting down, going to town, doing the boot scoop. Actually, I don't even know if Roman knows what that is or not. Hey Roman, do you know what the boot scootin' boogie is?
No.
Well, give it your best go. Let's see what you got.
Boot scoot what?
The boot scootin' boogie.
Oh, it's probably something like...
That seemed a little too formal.
What is it?
What's the dance?
I have no idea. I thought it's a move in the dance when the dancer goes like, and then slides on the dance floor and does something like...
So this is a diagram of the house plans that we got from the designers, and then this was the actual design that we gave them, so that way they could get those dimensions. Just kidding. This is the one that they are giving us, or that we're trying to get everything based off of yet. So there's a lot going on here. We ended up having to make some on-the-fly modifications to the dimensions of the underground movie theater. So our dimensions actually are a little bit bigger than what they have here. So a design guy is out here right now, and he's just getting everything double checked to make sure that he has the correct dimensions on this piece of paper as what's actually out there, because they are getting ready to get the trusses ordered as well as our roof trusses, and just trying to figure out how much lumber and everything that we are going to need for the addition that is going to go over the underground movie theater. So looking at this, it makes it look a whole lot more complicated than I see it in my head. So I'm just not gonna look at that, so that way we're not worried about it being complicated. This is what I choose to see in my head. Are we ready to get back in the skid loader for a little bit, Roman?
Yeah, why don't you bring some rebar?
Okay.
Can you do it quicker?
It's too cold. My boots are stiff. With Roman running the rebar supply, running the rebar tire is fast and furious. On every single one of them, we're running 5 ties, equally spaced. Basically, as soon as I get done with one, I just about have enough time to clear off the spot. And then Roman's right here with the next one. We get lined up on the bottom, squeeze it with my top hand, and we just work our way up. Boom. And here's Roman back with another one. The man's a machine. Look at that. We can work our way through a wall in just a matter of a few minutes. Uh-oh. We might be out of wire. We'll see. Yep, out of wire. Oh, stop beeping at me, please. Thank you. Okay, press that button, flip this thing open. Yep, out of wire. Got an empty spool. Take out our wire right here. We'll grab a new spool. We need to unspool it, so we gotta find the beginning. There we go. Now we gotta take this little piece, shove it up inside of there. Sometimes they go easy, sometimes they don't. This one is fighting me a little bit. Come on. Oh, you dirty dog. There we go. Shot right up in there. Make sure this is spooled. Flip that down, lock that, push that, flip it on. Okay, we should be good to go. I guess I should say a rebar standing update. After 7 hours, Roman and I now have all of the 14-foot tall rebar pieces laid in. We did leave a little spot over here and this corner because we have some dirt we need to dig out, and then also we have to figure out how we are going to tie our actual foundation wall into the house. So we intentionally did not put any right here, and then we also did the exact same thing on this side. This side we just went a little further back because we had quite a bit more silting in there on that part. But looking in everywhere else, we can definitely get a much better visualization on how things are going to lay out. So the wall right on the back side of that corrugated black pipe right there is where the screen wall is going to be. And then we're going to have the doorway going up into the garage. So there's going to be a staircase right over there. So we'll just climb down here, do a little walkthrough. Oh, we got to do this the OSHA way. 3 points of contact at all times. There we go. And we got to squeeze right through here. Oh, nice and easy. Don't cut your coat. Okay, we are now in the underground movie theater. So there's actually going to be a drop right here. So this is going to be a concrete wall, and then we'll have concrete on the top. And then we will end up making some wooden platforms going down where it will have the stadium seating. So the front row will probably be somewhere up in here where this little bag is sitting. So this is how close we will be when we are in the front row. And then this will probably be second row. I know it's a little bit hard to tell on camera. And then the top row will actually be right up on top of this. So it'll be up on that level. But when we go around, we can sneak off over here. There is going to be a spiral staircase over here in this corner where I can shoot up into my office. And then you can come down, and this will all be one big room. And looking at it now that the walls are actually here, or I guess the rebar is actually here, this room is going to be ginormous. Holy cow. But then over where our sawhorses are, there is going to be another spiral staircase that will go up, and then that will take me up into my bedroom. So my bedroom will be located directly above this. We can come down the spiral staircase, come walking through this room, and then we can go and pop up into the office. So we will have an entrance into the actual theater area right here, and then there will be another entrance into the theater area over here, because we'll have the stairs that go up into the garage. So the garage door will be right up there, but then we can come down straight into here if we have to bring furniture or anything big into here. And then with the bump out, we have a doorway in here. It's 8 feet deep. I think it's like 16 feet wide. Not quite sure what we're gonna do with the bump out yet. I would be open to ideas, but it's gonna make kind of a neat little room. So this is what we got though. 7 hours of laying our rebar, standing our rebar. It's actually standing surprisingly well, deceptively tall. The camera does not do it justice. These ceilings are going to be really tall. Like, we're probably actually going to have a scaffolding down here, a really tall ladder, to be able to change lights if we need to, because that is going to be a long way up. Now, keep in mind, we are going to have 2 inches of insulation, 6 inches of concrete, so we will be 8 inches higher than we currently are. But basically, bottom of floor joists are going to be right where the top of these pieces of rebar are. We did not do any monkeying around with the rebar pieces that are going to go right here, because we need to cut these ones about 2 feet shorter than those ones. So these ones are going to tie in just above where that light is. So they're gonna be at that height when the floor is actually there. But on this little L part right here, it is going to be the height of what our door sill is on the entryway door. And so over there, it's a little bit higher. It's about 2 feet higher than what this is right here. So we just need to cut these. We need to count them up. I guess it's probably about 100 of them that we need to cut down. And then once we have those cut, then we'll be doing the exact same thing that we did over here. And then all of our really tall ones will be done. And then we'll just have to maybe make, I don't know, 3 feet taller on those little ones that go through right over there. Hey Roman, are you doing something with the stairs into the basement, or what's going on?
I was putting the heat tape over the water line.
We currently have no heat on the inside of the house, mainly due to the fact that we have this big old hole in the side of our basement, and we also don't have a heating source in here. But we have one little spot over here where our water line comes in that we are concerned about freezing. This is the only water line in the house right now. So Roman went to the store and he got this special, I guess it's called heating tape or heat tape. And he has it wrapped around the pipe. And then you plug it in on the bottom, and then it's just a little heater. And then it will prevent that pipe from being able to freeze. So then that way we won't have to get heat in the entire house, or at least heat in this room, to be able to keep that from freezing on us. Because if it freezes, it'll probably burst open and make a bill mess.
Just don't do this.
Isn't that what you just did?
Yep. We did temporary, because we need to go home.
Was it gonna get it too hot? Gonna boil the water in there?
Probably.
Roman and I probably have 2 days worth of work left before we are 100% ready for our concrete forms. And with the way that Thanksgiving is going to fall for us this year, we will not be able to get concrete forms for 9 days. It is Friday today, and so they are not open Saturday, they are not open Sunday. They were not sure if they could get the forms to us Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. And then Thursday and Friday is when we have Thanksgiving stuff, so they are closed those days, and then they're also closed the Saturday after that and the Sunday. So best case scenario, we are getting our concrete forms 9 days from today. And when we only have 2 days worth of work, that is a little bit of a problem. So Roman and I did some discussing. We have never laid concrete forms down before. So, well, at least not to the extent that we are going to be building these ones. So we booked a last minute flight to Wyoming, where we are going to go visit Roman's friend Devin, who is a professional installer, and we are going to get a couple days of training in with him. So with that being said, I'm gonna go get my stuff packed, and Roman and I have a flight to catch. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one, which will be in Wyoming.